Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Brett Mower.
And this is IFXtra. So how's everyone this week? Have you had a good week? Nice spring week? Ooh, this weekend is when the clocks go forward for us, isn't it? Spring forward.
Yes.
This very evening.
So, whilst I think about it, if you're a Zeitgeist player, the stream will start... Well, if your clocks have gone forward at the same time, everything's good. If you're in the US, so your clocks went forward...
Ages ago. Will be an hour...
earlier. Because we'll get to 7 faster now. So we'll be an hour earlier. AKA the time we normally are outside of summer.
Confusing, yeah. Never mind. Anyway, what have you been doing this week work-wise?
All kinds of bits and pieces. I had a big plan to have a nice chilled out day yesterday doing some interference.
You did?
And instead I ended up in a 3-hour Teams meeting wearing a party hat.
Because it was your birthday.
It was. And then we went out. So I had a reasonably chilled out day, just not doing the nice chilled out bit of interference. I was
intended to. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. So that's going to be my birthday treat for myself, I think.
Cool.
But yeah, got some stuff in my to-do list that I've got planned to do. So should be good. But yes, we went out last night. We went to the Chinese restaurant in town that is really difficult to get a table at. That I've been saying
we should go there.
Yeah. Well, for like, I don't know, 20 years or something. Yeah.
We should go there.
And so we've finally been, and it was excellent.
Yes, it was good.
Also, I'm not really doxing us here because we talk about it quite a lot. We live in the hometown of
the circus
of Philip Astley, the circus, Newcastle under Lyme. And I mean, I'm not originally from here. Sorry, just going off on a big digression. Yeah. I'm not originally from here. I'm a southerner. I'm a southerner, and you're a northerner, and then we just met in the middle. But I moved here about, I don't know, let's say 40 years ago, just to keep it a round number. And finally, yesterday, I actually saw the ruins of the castle that Newcastle is named after.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Which I've been wanting to do, like, for 40 years. And,
it was just down the road. You could have gone anytime.
I know, but this is the thing. When something's near to you, you never really do it. So there isn't much of it left.
But we saw a bit of it.
And there was a bit that we couldn't get into because it was locked.
Which is a moat.
Which is where you could sort of see the moat from. So we might have to go back another time to see if that's open.
Yeah.
I like stuff like this.
Cool.
Or we should go down with some lockpicks. I'm not really going to go down with lockpicks.
Well, I don't know. Now you've got it in public. We should
Hello,
go
Echelon.
with a cloth to clean that sign.
We were thinking of doing some guerrilla cleaning, basically, because the...
What you need is a handheld, like, spray thing.
Yeah. I sometimes think about getting a battery-powered pressure washer.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Okay, sorry, talking about household appliances now. So yes.
Yeah.
So,
anyway, why don't we see who won this week's awards? Picture of the week this week goes to Zimvivi for Small Boat, Vast Ocean. I love the ocean there. It looks like one of those stereograms. If you stare at it long enough, something will pop out. That's brilliant. Well done, Zimvivi.
My favourite description this week was approximately 98 red balloons float by a girl by Josh. Yeah, I like the say what it is without outright saying what it is. Good approximation there. I think you probably have an error margin of plus or minus 1. Nice work, Josh.
Community pick of the week this week is by Underscore. And it's a raven, starts a business, but Edgar won't answer the phone. This looks like very much like Office. Well, it doesn't look like Office Space. It sounds like Office Space. But yeah, that is a wonderful raven. Nice work, Underscore. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
Now we're going to see what we were talking about last week in the forums. So last week in the forums, I said, I've got a Mahjong game on my phone, but I'm getting a bit bored with it. Can you suggest a good game you can play on a phone, preferably one you can play in short bursts when you have a few minutes spare? And Rouge Allen said, I played 2 dots. I found it very therapeutic, matching dots and making squares. Also, they do little bits like Where's Wally scavenger hunts, where you can find little things in the picture, which I like. So I've downloaded that and had a go. Mm-hmm. It's quite cool. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've played 2 dots before.
Yeah, I've played it before.
I feel like, that must have been going for.
Has it been going a while?
Ages, like I don't know, 10 years or so. Because one of my friends mentioned it to me like ages ago, and yeah, that was quite fun. Yeah. Cool. Pointy Cat here says, if you want a casual game, there's Neko Atsumi and Neko Atsumi 2. I'd recommend 2 because it's basically the first one, but with more features. Fair. You put out food and items and get visits from cats who reward you with fish to buy more food and items with. Originally from Japan, so there's elements of Japanese culture in it as well.
That sounds really cool. Yeah.
That sounds like a nice.
I'm going to try that next. That sounds lovely.
Yeah, sort of like kind of maybe not an idle game because that's a very specific type of game, but like a nice, just like little chill thing to do when you have a few.
Yeah,
that sounds cool. Yeah.
Muckluck Canuck says, I like a lot of basic match 3 games like Candy Crush. For that, there's a web page that always looked a bit sketchy to me, but I've used it for years with no ill effects. Solitaire.com. You can play solitaire, spider type solitaire, Mahjong, Sudoku, and adjust the difficulty. Okay.
That's quite cool. Yeah. You love match 3 things.
I do. Yeah.
You play the one with King Newbie Pants.
King Robert.
Yeah. I forget what his name is, but yeah. So you do these sort of normal match 3 levels, and then every so often there's like
King's Nightmare.
King's Nightmare, or he gets himself in some sort of precarious scenario.
Sets his kitchen on fire.
Yeah,
a lot.
And you have to like bail him out by matching 3 to make a route for the water to go to the sprinklers, and like he just keeps doing it. He never learns.
He's an idiot.
I think it's I quite like watching you play that because like I've got this whole deep lore going on for it now.
It's a very weird world he lives in. There's him, his butler, and his dog, and that's it. You never see another person. All the statues of him or his dog.
You never see. But he has all of these rooms. Yeah. And all of these things, like he has a theatre room, and you're gradually clearing these up by matching puzzles and things. I don't know, whatever. He's got like a theatre, but there's only the 3 of them. Yeah. So like I feel like this is set after some sort of like apocalypse or something. Right, yeah.
He's got endless resources, hasn't he? But can build anything he wants, but it's just him.
Like it's maybe it's like a zombie apocalypse or something. And what you don't see is just off screen. he's basically in like a big compound, just sort of desperately trying to find things to entertain them because they can't go out because the zombie hordes are. I mean, basically, I think it's a bit like Teletubbies, which I'm convinced is set after nuclear holocaust. Yeah. And I've got like a whole theory about that.
Okay, we're going to that now.
Okay. Polar Ships Don't Lie. It says, my 2 favourites right now are Balatro and Gubbins. I like Balatro because I can put it down and come back whenever I have time. Definitely has a learning curve, but once you get the hang of it, it gets better. Yeah, I've played Balatro.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's the one that's poker. You're making poker hands, but it's not actually anything to do with poker. I've shown you it before.
Yeah, that's right. You did, didn't you?
And it's about getting jokers that increase the points that you get from cards. Okay. And there's like quite a lot of sort of strategy to it and things. And it's a really clever idea. Wow. Yeah, I haven't played it for ages. Oh, I've got hankering to play some of that now. Yeah. But yes, Balatro is good. Gubbins.
I've never heard of Gubbins.
I've shown you that as well.
Oh, yeah.
I picked it up a while ago on my phone, and I played a bit of it and then got sidetracked by something else. But yeah, word game you play once a day. unless you pay for unlimited games. It's a fun spin on word games.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget what the deal with it is, but something like certain, as you're placing certain letters on the board, they can have different effects that do things. I'll show you after.
Oh yeah, sounding familiar. Page says BTD 6, but it costs money unless you've got Netflix. You got Netflix? Can we get that for free? You can play multiplayer when you have more time, or play a short round that's over a few minutes. You can play single without Wi-Fi. You can also play short round and just pause it. Wow.
For context here, being a very, well, I was going to say very online person, but also a very old person who remembers the originals of these, I believe BTD is Bloons Tower Defense.
Oh, okay, that's what explains the balloons then.
Yeah.
It's a fun tower defense game where you use multiple different monkeys to protect you from different balloons.
Yeah.
Wow.
I quite like a bit of a tower defense game now and then. Many years ago, I had some good times playing Pixel Junk Monsters. We played Pixel Junk Shooter, didn't we?
Did, yeah,
which
we
was
did.
really good.
Yeah.
Like the one with like the water and the lava and stuff.
Yeah, I remember
but
that.
yeah, Pixel Junk Monsters, this like thing on the PlayStation. It was a tower defense game, but like that was really cool. Mary Cricket says, I have an app called Solitaire Associations. It's like Solitaire, but instead of card suits, you have to put words into the correct
That sounds
categories.
like my kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll look at that one. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Now we're going to see what we'll be talking about this week in the forums. What is the best dipping sauce to dip your chips or fries in? I do like a bit of ketchup, but my favourites would be either gravy or chip shop curry sauce. How about you?
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list.
Cool, and don't forget, tomorrow is Zeitgeist. It's a quiz. 5 rounds and 5 different topics.
Yep, Sunday night, 7 p.m. UK time over on twitch.tv/interference. Time for Zeitgeist, the Interference Quiz of the Week. Live interactive quiz stream where you play along against everyone else, competing for points and places on the leaderboard. Bunnery has come up with 5 rounds of questions for us. Each round is based on drawing from interference. We won't know what the actual pictures that are inspiring the rounds are until tomorrow night. But would you like to tease us with the names of the featured artists?
Well, this week we've got the Zimvivi, Psygrape, Lackadaisical, which is a cool name, King Bushwick, and Charcuterie Board. Some new names there.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, not sure which ones those will be, but we can wait and see. You have to join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. UK, on twitch.tv/interference to find out. Okay, so that's what happened. That's what's happening tomorrow. But what happened last week?
Last week, El Guapo won. Right at the last round, zoomed up to the top with 223, followed by Pascal, who had 221, and Doth was third with 210. So yeah, they're all over 200. No, it wasn't too hard, hopefully.
yeah, it was. It was quite quite a jumpy around. Sort of leaderboard.
Some very different topics, so different people knew different things, and then suddenly they came into their own and found a jam round.
Yep.
that they
quite leapfroggy.
It was leapfroggy,
yeah. I think did we have? It was about South Park to start with.
Oh yeah.
Which some people knew everything about, and some people were like, I have never seen this. But then, like I say,
changed to different things.
Good stuff. Okay.
That's all the news for now. Just goes to say.
Yeah, if you're not ready to take part in the game, then get involved. You can play on the web at playinterference.com or search for Interference in the App Store on your device and download the app. You can also join the chat with us over on Discord, playinterference.com/Discord, and we're on Patreon at patreon.com/interference if you want to give us some monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game. I've just realised, every time I say ongoing maintenance of the game, I sort of gesture that way. And what you don't realise is, off camera there, our whiteboard is on that wall with my list of things that we need to do. So I'm sort of gesturing at the to-do list.
There you go.
I've only just realised that I sort of do that every week. Anyway, yeah. So working on this new version of the website, and we're going to do updated apps. It's some interesting developments on that side of things, actually. Some interesting tooling changes, which I'm quite excited about. So yeah, that mobile apps, maybe other apps, who knows. In return, you get supporter status in the game, so you get access to cool things like replays, you get extra game modes, all that kind of stuff. And if you're a quiz player, get a custom entrance shout out from Ava.
Cool, that's very cool. Okay, that's it for now, so we'll see you again next Saturday.
Have a great week, or see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.